Hey guys, so as promised, I have the tutorial for the puzzle that I did. That's the puzzle that you guys saw on my channel, and I'm going to show you guys how I did it today. Now, I'm not going to do any cutting today or anything like that, but what I am going to do is use this puzzle as an example of the things that I'm showing you. Okay, so let's get right into it. Hopefully you have Design Space already pulled up. Okay, so this puzzle can be found if you go into projects on this left panel, this left side right here where I'm spinning my thing, my mouse, and you press projects. So you're going to go to projects and you're going to go right up here on the right side to search projects. You're going to type in puzzle. Okay, and when you type in puzzle, it's going to pull up, you know, a couple of different projects you can do. But the one that I use is actually called Cricut Glamping Puzzle. Okay, Glamping Puzzle. So you just click on that. Now, at this point, if you have Cricut Access, which is a monthly subscription, I can't talk right, with Cricut, then you don't have to pay for this. But if you do not have Cricut Access, it is $1.99 in order to use this project. But the great thing about it is once you pay the $1.99, you can use this project over and over and over again. So it is a fee to make this puzzle, okay? So let's say that you're ready for it, you want to do the fee, you know, pay the fee and everything like that. You're going to hit customize, not make it, but customize, okay? Because we're going to make it our own. We don't want to use this picture that's up here. We want to use our own picture. All right, so we're going to hit customize. I already have it pulled up on my canvas, and this is what it's going to be, okay? So this is actually two different pieces. What I'm going to do is ungroup it. Okay, this is actually two different pieces. This first one is going to print like this border right here, and then all of your puzzle pieces. It's going to print out all your puzzle pieces. All these black lines are going to cut. Okay, and this is the base of your puzzle. Let me show you what I mean by the base. This part of your puzzle. This part is that square. Now you can either use Cricut chipboard, which is this right here. You can use your Cricut chipboard to make that base. And it'll just cut out a square. And you can use that for your base. I chose to use cardstock, and it's a thick cardstock that I chose. But even with it being thick, I still used 3 layers of it. I used 2 blacks, and I glued them on top of each other once it cut out the square. And then I used a decorative cardstock, also thick, to give it that sturdy feel. Okay, so instead of using my chipboard, I just use cardstock, which it cuts way faster, in my opinion, than the chipboard. So that's also a plus as to why I use that. All right. So we have this pulled up here, right? Now what you want to do is you want to print a picture. Let me pull up a picture. Let's just go, I keep on doing that, but I'm using my mouse. Let's just go here and let's, I don't know, family photo. We're not actually going to use this, so we're just going to take an image from here just as an example. Okay, let's see. Desktop, let's do Cricut sample photo. Okay, So we're going to do a sample photo, and what we're going to do is pull it into this canvas. How we do that, we go over to the left side panel and you press upload, and you're going to upload and browse. And I saved it to the desktop, and I saved it as Cricut sample photo. And we're going to open it. We're going to use simple, continue, continue, and we're going to go to print then cut, not save as a cut image, because this is what you'll get, but we're going to do print then cut, and we're going to save it as a print then cut. From there, we'll click on it and insert the image into our canvas. It'll be up here somewhere. This came out really small, but that's okay. Okay, now the size of this puzzle is 7.75 by 7.25 in height. 7.75 width, 7.25 height. So we just want to make this the exact same width and height as the puzzle. So we're going to go here, hit unlock, and unlock is that little lock in between size. You have width and height. If you go up to the top panel, you'll see size. There's a lock. You just click it. Click it so it's unlocked. And for the width, we're going to do, what was it, 7.75. So we're going to type 7.75 and then 7.25 for the height. All right, so now we have this photo that is the same height and width as this. Okay, so it will fit perfectly on there. So what you want to do first is print this photo. And the way you're going to do that is you want to, there's little eyeballs. If you go over here to the right, where it says all of your different things that's in your project, you'll see the sample photo, 8x8 square puzzle. Just close everything except for the photo. So everything is now hidden except for the photo. Okay, so you want to print then cut this photo. So let's say we go to make it. All right, so now it's telling me, which I knew it would, it's telling me that it's too large. It has to be 6.7, let me see what it said. It has to be 9.25 by 6.75. Okay, it has to be less than. All right, so we're gonna reduce this size. Okay, so we're gonna reduce this size. This time we're not going to unlock. We're gonna lock it because we want this to stay proportioned when we reduce the width to 6.75. So we're going to reduce the width to 6.75 with it locked, and it will keep that proportion. So now it's still the same proportion size. So let's say we want to make it now, it will make the photo. But we're going to cancel that because now we have to adjust everything else to this size. So we're going to click on the eye for the puzzle. Okay. And this is 6.75 by 6.315. So we're going to click on this, and let's see if we just reduce the width to 6.75. Okay, so it automatically does the height for us. So we click on the puzzle, we keep the lock locked, we change the width to 6.75 because we need this to match this right here. Okay, And then we want to just do the same thing to our background piece, which is here. So we're just going to highlight that. We're going to click on that. We're going to keep this locked and change this to 6.75. Okay, so now we're ready to rock and roll with everything that we need. Okay, but again, we're going to turn these off by clicking the eye, sorry. So now we have this, and then we go to make it. And again, I'm not going to print anything or cut anything. I'm just showing you guys what I did. So what I want you to do now is go ahead and print this photo and then have it cut. So you guys do that and pause the video, go ahead, print, then cut this, and then I'll come back and show you guys what to do next. All right, so now that you printed this and you cut it, we're going to put this to the side for a moment, okay? For a moment. We want to open these eyes here. Let's open up these, okay? So now you have this part and this part, all right? We want to cut this part first. This is going to take the absolute longest to cut, so we want to cut this part first. And this is being done on the Cricut Maker. This is the Cricut Maker because the Cricut Maker has the knife blade that cuts through the chipboard, okay? This is not the Explorer, not the Air 2, the Cricut Maker. This is chipboard. So you're going to cut out this puzzle piece right here, these puzzle pieces, and this frame. All right. So what you want to do is when you print the picture, you want to take your picture off of your printable vinyl and you want to stick it onto your chipboard before you cut it. Okay. So you're gonna put your picture. You're gonna take the sticker off of your printable vinyl where your picture is after it's cut, print then cut, and then you're gonna take that and you're gonna put it as evenly and neatly as possible. Line it up as perfect as you can, because that makes all the difference in the world. In the corner of your chipboard like this. So you're gonna take your picture and lay it down on here like this, okay? Then what you're gonna do is put this make sure that you put it on your mat right in the corner. And it's very important to line everything up so that it can cut it properly, okay? When you go to, let's close the picture now. Let's close that. So we're going to close that with the little eyeball, okay? And what we're going to do, let's just say you're going to use the chipboard as your base. You're going to use the chipboard as your base instead of the poster board. Okay, so we're going to go, after you put the picture onto your chipboard prior to cutting, you're going to go to make it, okay? When you go to make it, it's going to bring this up, and most likely it's going to have the base first. Make sure that you click this cut. This is the cut that you want to do first. So when you're going to make it, it's going to have the base first. Make sure to click on this cut first, the puzzle cut first. Make sure that this is all the way up and in the corner, not over here, not over here, all the way up in the corner. Okay, it's very important because when you go to cut it, the way your picture is on your chipboard is the way it's going to cut. So you want to make sure that that's in the corner, and you want to make sure this is in the corner, lined up as perfectly as you can get it, and then it's going to cut. Okay, so, and then if you're doing using the chipboard as your background, after this cut, it's going to cut the the background for the puzzle. Okay. If you're not doing the chipboard and you want to use the poster board, you're going to have to make duplicates of this, 2 more duplicates, because it's going to have to cut this square 3 times. So you want to click on this and then just duplicate 2 times, 1 and 2. So now you have 3 here. You have 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so it will cut 1, 2, and 3. Can I get it? Can I get it? Can I get it? Okay, and 3. Okay, so that's what you would do if you were using the, you can see how much my daughter loves to do this puzzle. She just puts it anywhere and it got a bunch of stuff on it. So that's if you're going to do the poster board. Okay, but if you're not going to do the poster board and you're going to use the chipboard, you don't need to make duplicates of this. I'm going to just delete these. Okay. All right, so once everything is cut, all right, what if you use the poster board? Am I saying that right? I'm sorry, not poster board, cardstock. I don't know why I keep getting that mixed up. Cardstock. If you're using the cardstock, then what you do is, let's say this is already cut into that square. You're going to take glue. You're going to put the glue on. Make sure this is nice and even and let the glue dry. Once that is dry, you're going to do the same thing. Put glue on. Take your decorative background. Put that on top and glue it. Okay? So then you're going to take the frame. The frame is going to cut out. This part right here is going to cut out also, along with the puzzle pieces. So you're going to take your frame once this is dry, and you're going to take the frame and put the frame right on top and glue that on top of the 3 poster boards. And you're going to end up with this. Now you have this. Okay? And then you're going to have your puzzle. Let me flip this around for you guys. Okay, you're going to have your puzzle pieces. Now what I did is took each individual puzzle piece, like this, and I put Mod Podge on it. And I did some texturing just because that's the way I wanted it. Put Mod Podge and did some texturing. And that's pretty much just to protect the picture so that it doesn't come off. As much as my daughter loves to do this puzzle, you know, her hands and stuff like that, it can start to lift if you don't seal it on. So I use Mod Podge to seal it on, and it gives it a little stick when you use the Mod Podge, but not too bad. It's not too bad. You can still use the puzzle, you know, as a regular puzzle. But if you want longevity of your puzzle, use a sealer. You don't have to use Mod Podge. If you know of another sealer to use, that's fine also. But use a sealer to give it longevity. And guys, that's it. That's all you have to do. Make sure it dries. And also put Mod Podge on this frame part and let it dry. And that is it. It's really that simple. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below. If you found this video useful at all, I would really appreciate you giving it a thumbs up, commenting that you like the video, subscribing to my channel. I will have more videos coming, and sharing, you know. That will help me out. You know, I'm helping people learn how to do different things, and the way to help me out is just that simple. Like, subscribe, share. That's all I'm asking. These are the pictures that I was trying to show you in the video. This one is showing you how to place it in the corner. This one is showing you the Cricut printable paper that I used. This one is showing you how to place the chipboard all the way into the corner of your mat. And this one is showing you the frame that I was speaking about. Last but not least, this is showing how to separate the puzzle pieces so that you can put Mod Podge on them. You have to do them separated, not all together. Thank you so much for watching, and you all have a blessed day.